scene. TMG.
But yeah, football, Manchester derby.
I just want to be great.
Hmm?
Just want to be great.
You just want to be great.
Yeah, I just want to be great. Anyway, Manchester derby, one-sided second half. Good first half though. Ragnar came out with a tactical game plan change with the Pogba and Bruno up top. I was really shocked. So he tried to match them man for man. It's a very German tactic, Bundesliga kind of tactic. Like he tried to actually play mano football with Man City.
It's completely different to what we've been seeing with Solskjaer against the big teams.
It was a change because like old Man United compact, playing their shape,
Counter attack,
offer cover for their centre backs, which are obviously liabilities, and counter attack.
And you know what? It was working against the big teteams. United were getting results under Solskjaer against the big teams.
That's the one thing you can compliment Solskjaer. And Solskjaer knew his limitations in his games. He kind of already knew like, boy, we can't go mano against these man. Ragnar came there and he actually tried to play Man City like he used kind of Bielsa. Do you know how Bielsa used to play man to man? Every man is like accounting for. He tried to do that, and Man City. They took time to acclimatise. Obviously, Sancho, that's it's a quality goal. Literally a quality goal. And that's probably what they were trying to do. That was probably what they envisioned and how the game was going. But Man City had a game plan and they just absolutely Wan-Bissaka had one of the most treacherous performances I've ever seen. It was playing it like everyone was playing on ground and he was playing in quicksand. He literally he was awful. And you could tell by his demeanour, he was like, wow, I'm actually having to play Silva, Cancelo, Grealish, KDB, Foden. They were just overloading.
That's Man City do that proper well. They overload there. Fullback, and if he's not getting help from his side,
no one was trying to help. Lindelof had a bad day. Literally, I really felt sorry for them in the second half. That was the worst second half you could have as a defender. There was nothing you could do as a Man United player. They just got tired.
Talk to me. For Foden's performance, what do you think?
It was impressive. Finishing was poor.
Yeah. I mean, the chance he created for himself for the second goal. Oof.
It was kind of like a Messi. It was like Messi.
No, you can't say that. You can't compare him to Messi. That's your goal. You can't.
Compare someone to Messi. It was. Do you know that goal Messi scored at the new come against Arsenal in the Champions League? He flicked it with the keeper. The start of it was kind of like Messi reminiscent. I was more impressed with Bernardo Silva. I thought Bernardo Silva was the best player.
I've been very impressed with Bernardo this season.
The same guy you were disparaging. I told you, give guys a break.
I didn't disparage him. I said he's going to cut. He was poor last season.
Yeah, and that's what last season I kind of lost my rating for him because when he first joined City, I thought, wow, they've really got themselves a player. Last season kind of went off of it a little bit, and this season he's come back with a
Centurion City without KDB for that half of the season. Silva was amazing. To the point where guys are saying he's the second best player in the Premier League.
Yeah, I could entertain that.
He's back.
I could entertain that.
Yeah, I could entertain it. Now this version of Silva is an exceptional player.
I mean, the reason I said it for Foden, I asked you guys to analyse his performance. I'm sure you've heard there's been debates in the background.
Saka's better than him.
I've been on the Twitter spaces. People saying, not necessarily. Some people saying Saka's better than him.
No.
I'm just Arsenal fans.
No,
just Arsenal fans. And some people were saying,
really gonna do Saka over Phil Foden.
And some people were saying Saka and him are levels. I mean, Saka's really good.
The levels then.
I feel Foden is at least one level above. Max.
Do you know what? Yeah, I love football because back in the days, I love the modern football because back in the days, these discussions weren't documented. You could say something crazy and no one would pull you up on it. Because imagine if Ronaldinho was back here now. The same guy that idolise Ronaldinho, they'll be saying that this guy got no end product. All he does is skills. All he does is this. And it was Ronaldinho in this modern era. The same love that he gets from the nostalgia, nah, he's not getting that. I promise you, that guy will be getting corn from these people.
Ronaldinho still put up good numbers even in his era. And so if you factor the relative way they
for his only 2-year peak, you know how they will do him. Because think about what they're doing to Hazard right now. Think about what they're doing to Hazard right now.
Everything.
This guy as if Hazard didn't have a career before.
The thing that goes against Hazard, his numbers, even in this era, his numbers are poor.
Hazard is a winner. I don't even care about numbers.
And I think
Football's more
as
than
well,
numbers.
he played in a team that was more defensively orientated compared to other top teams.
And
That-
the elite team.
So that compounded his numbers being
And
played.
every goal he scored, he had one of the best Christmas to the end of the season runs I've ever seen where every goal he scored meant something. Mourinho's title.
That is true.
second
That
time
is true. Also as well, the thing that really goes against Hazard, I love Hazard, great player. He's only got like 6 Champions League goals.
Yeah, but he was at Chelsea. He joined Chelsea the year after he won the Champions League. We didn't make it out of the group stage that season. Ended up Europa League. And then we've had a couple Europa League stints in his time at Chelsea.
Should I
where
drop
things
his
didn't go
Champions League
too
goals
well.
and appearances? He's probably got 6 in 50
It's 6. It's like
appearances.
11. It's a 6.
He's probably got 6 in like 50 appearances.
I don't. At the end of the day, I don't think the Champions League is scary. But not every competition's for you.
That's the highest level.
Every competition is for you. It's the highest level. That's like I played. Even 1 minute of Champions League football.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's where you
ask
can't
him.
put him there.
Yeah,
You can't
he hasn't
put him
even played
in
1
the
minute. Has he played 1 minute?
That's the main separation for me, especially on achievements. Him and Foden. Saka's not played Champions League football. However, if you want to counteract that, which you can,
Then okay, please do it because then the Hazard point you made is disproven.
no, you can say the Euros.
Yeah, your Hazard point is disproven because I remember World Cup 2018. He was probably the best player there.
Thank
He was
you.
probably the best player there.
He
That's
was
not even a
the best
debate.
player.
It was probably the best player. It was between him, Modric, and maybe can say Griezmann had a great tournament. Like 3 players. Hazard was.
Mbappe as well.
Mbappe had a good tournament, very good tournament.
But that was Hazard.
Hazard was
That was
Yeah, but the thing is,
exceptional.
difference between Saka and
Hazard
Hazard.
was exceptional.
Saka's not had the opportunity yet to play Champions League level. Hazard's played Champions League level for a long time, and his performances have been
Sorry. You
underwhelming.
just said
No,
that
but
Euros,
I don't
but you
think
just
that's-
compared Euros. We talking about World Cups, fam.
No, but I'm saying, at least that's what I'm saying. Saka's not played Champions League football yet for us to know whether he can do it at that level.
So then, how can we compare him
No,
to
but
Foden then?
That's what I'm saying. But he's outplayed Foden at the Euros. He took Foden's spot at the Euros.
He
Let's
didn't
be
take
real.
Foden. Foden got injured.
He got injured at the end. Foden, he's
What did Saka really do at Euros?
Yeah, thank you.
What
Like,
did he
he
really
played
do?
well,
He
innit?
played well,
But
like-
he played like a young player for me.
Fam, it
Like,
wasn't
you can
Sterling. It
tell.
wasn't Sterling the guy. So do you know what? Yeah, I don't like disallowances because the thing with the Saka and Foden debate is like this. When people talk about Saka, it's like, oh yeah, he can continue to develop into a player. Like, oh, he's only getting better. He's only getting better. But then when we talk about Foden, we don't talk about him like he's young. We talk about him like he's just an established player. Because we know where he is. That's the difference. That's what I like. That's what I like about Foden. The Foden Saka debate has already been told by the way people talk about him. Because people say, oh, he's gonna get sold. He's gonna get this. He's not even at the end of his career. Saka, Liverpool. If I'm Liverpool and I'm looking at Saka, then I'm making a big mistake, fam.
Or what if you buy him?
Yeah, we buy him. He's not a Liverpool kind of guy. He's good for Arsenal. It's calm for Arsenal.
I hear that, but I think this season is the first time I started thinking, okay, maybe Saka is ready for that. The next level is a player.
What's
that
his
will
best
be.
performance for Arsenal? What big game has he played? What game have we been impressed with?
Spurs game.
Spurs. Is that a big game?
Yeah,
That's
that's
Burnley,
the
Burnley,
game.
drop it on Don Burnley even drop it on Tottenham's head. Tell me. Tell me what is. Spurs. We're using Spurs now as the barometer.
Yeah, especially in a North London derby. Like
It's a derby game.
Yeah, it's like.
Guys that always play well in derbies,
Yeah.
like that's their home. They're not gonna
And
fall out.
Arsenal always, don't matter how bad Arsenal are playing in the season, when it comes to a North London derby,
At home,
they turn up.
we turn up. Come on, Mahdi. Come on. Tell me.
I told you it's a Spurs game.
Okay, one game.
Yeah, no, that,
Where was he at
that
Liverpool?
is something he needs to sort out.
Has he played
Liverpool.
well against
City. Maybe City against at home was okay.
Is that the 2-1 this season?
Yeah.
Euro games, he played well against. Who did he play well against? He played well against?
I just want to know, like, I don't mind comparing him to Foden, but give me some like evidence. Like, he's got more goals and assists in the Premier League than him. Okay, Smith Rowe has more goals and assists than him. Emmanuel Dennis has more goals and assists than them, man. Is Emmanuel Dennis generational? Because that's what the argument is. Stats, yeah, have clouded football to the worst degree. Like, we don't even. If we don't have stats now, guys will tell you that is Bruno better than Bernardo Silva? Would you say this season?
Bruno's never
No,
been better.
not this season.
He's had a better season than probably that season. Ronaldo had a down year, but overall as a player, Bruno's never been better than Ronaldo. In my opinion, 1, 3, 4, 4.
I think it's one of those ones where he's a player. He's a better player than him. Bernardo's a better player than him. But Bruno's efficiency is something.
Yeah,
It's something
Bruno
crazy.
is good at Man United because there's no structure, so you can just
Yeah.
you can just do what you want.
Yeah. I've always said if Pogba was allowed to play the same role that Bruno plays at United, you'd see a whole new Pogba.
But I don't think Pogba wouldn't allow himself to do that.
Yeah.
Pogba doesn't just try things like, Pogba gets the ball, he's not just booting it into the box. He's gonna everything Pogba does like intentionally to make it like come off.
Yeah.
He's not gonna just wake up and just bang a ball into the box.
Yeah, to
like,
just get it forward.
To get it forward, like he does stuff with intention. That's the difference. Bruno doesn't even think. Like Bruno's one of the good things about Bruno is he has a short memory. Like he makes a mistake, he's forgotten that he's made a mistake. Within a second, like he's ready to do the same. He can do the same mistake about 4 or 5 times.
There's no conscience.
Which is a bad thing and a good thing because you get players that like England in some of the tournaments. You see where a player's made a mistake and now they don't want to try anything because they're scared because they know everyone will get onto them. So now they're holding back and they're playing with a handbrake. Bruno, he plays always. I'm just gonna do what I think I can do.
That's it.
If I think I can score from here, everyone else might not see it, but I think I can score from here.
He's an audacious player, fam. Absolutely audacious. He's got the audacity of Bruno is what makes him a great player or good player, so you can say. I think, compare him to the player on the other side that plays similar to KDB. KDB is just a different kind of player to Bruno. Like maybe it's the Pep effect. Maybe KDB would be like Bruno.
KDB was good before Pep came.
But
no, I think KDB is a lot more well-rounded than he seems like because he's so good and efficient going forward at times. But he works hard in the midfield. He does his job. Like
KDB is that's an attacking midfielder. I mean, they can both contribute stuff like that, but KDB's a lot cleaner. Like KDB can dominate a game without scoring and assisting. Bruno doesn't seem he can do that. KDB can create chance. KDB can keep the ball. KDB can dictate play. KDB works hard. KDB doesn't just give up the ball. Obviously does. Obviously he misplaces passes because he's trying things, but he's not. You can see he's natural, more natural, more organic. Fernandes, he's like, let me just put the ball in the box. Just without even looking.
Think about this. Yeah. As in Man City, KDB has played so many various roles.
Yeah.
He can play out wide, which he doesn't really do anymore. Yeah. Plays as the false 9. Plays as the 8.
Good football brain.
He can multiple. He can play multiple, and he
couldn't put Fernandes as a number 8. Even if he had a 6 behind him and 2 8s, Fernandes would still struggle.
The thing is, maybe if Fernandes went to Man City, he'd be a better player.
Probably, Pep will force it out of him.
Yeah, and I feel like Pep will use him in a way that needs to be used.
Yeah.
Like, you put him in a position where it's like, nothing else can. That's what United tried to do with him, but I don't think they've got the team where they can do that.
I think Pogba, if he'd gone to Man City, would be as like a sensational player.
Under Pep,
I think you would have went for Ronaldo if he went to Man City.
I think he'd have backed him.
You think he would be top scorer?
See how many chances that Man City get?
Yeah, it is crazy.
Foden obviously, it's not like a super bag man. He scores important goals. He can do stuff like his creativity level is like it's like a level above certain guys. Like he can do stuff like out of the blue, which a lot of them don't do, and he does it in smaller spaces. But think about Ronaldo getting cutbacks.
Yeah.
What the cutbacks at Man City.
And that was Man City, trademark Man City. He's just putting it there.
He put cutbacks. Ronaldo putting that stick in that.
Yeah.
Fam, the way that Mahrez hit that ball out there, how Ronaldo's banging it every single time. Do you know the hell? Yeah, he's embarrassing.
You think there's a liability?
He's embarrassing.
Because I've been seeing this, like, it's been coming up recently, but before the last couple of weeks or so, I thought De Gea's saving Man United this season. Yeah, because he makes big saves.
He makes big saves, but he can't distribute the ball.
Yeah.
He does that crybaby thing sometimes.
Yeah.
He falls down on the ground, try to fall down today, and he got punished.
Pretending injury.
He tried to pretend injury, and Mars booted that straight at his head.
Finally got the stats up. Transfer Marcos playing up for Hazard in the Champions League. Guess how many goals he has?
It's like 11. Is it 11? It's less than 10.
Lower.
8.
Higher. 9. Guess how many appearances?
It's like 70 something.
Not that high, lower.
30s.
Higher.
60s.
Lower.
Oh, 50 something again.
Yeah. Guess what it is?
Is it 55?
Higher.
58.
Yeah. 58, 9 goals. And how many assists?
1 in 10.
Guess how many assists?
4.
Higher.
More assists than goals.
Don't know. You have to tell me.
10.
Higher.
Okay. 15.
Lower.
12.
Higher.
14.
Lower. 13. So you got 22 contributions in 58 games.
22. We can bump that. Give me about. If you give me about 8 more, we can say 1 and 2.
I think none of the teams that Hazard was playing in were quite Champions League. Like it wasn't in the previous Chelsea teams used to be Champions League semi-final.
Does he bench for Royal now? Is he still benching?
Yeah, he's still benching. They need to bring him back home, man.
Flip, bro. He's gonna end up
They
on
need
West
to
Ham.
I mean, Hazard has let me down. 'Cause
That's one thing I don't want to see Hazard in the
gonna
Prem
end up-
for a team lower than.
He's gonna end up at West Ham. You know
We owe him. We owe him. He gave us his best years
Can't
at a
come
time
back.
where he probably shouldn't have.
He can't come
Because
back.
if he had left to go Real Madrid 2 years earlier, we would have Hazard would have had a Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, because that
I
Hazard,
think, yeah.
that version of Hazard, that his last game for Chelsea
It was
was
ridiculous.
ridiculous.
That last season under Sarri
We played
was an
attacking football.
absolute ridiculous.
But then he went into Real Madrid and he seems that his lack
Like
of dedication to the game has caught up with him.
I think a lot of players have that problem with Real where they expect a certain amount, like in terms of training, in terms of fitness, everything. And Hazard was never quite that player throughout his career. He wasn't someone that
He's a
trains
lazy
extremely hard. Yeah, he's lazy. So
What's
when
he
they've
done?
now asked him to increase the intensity and kind of increase the workload on his body, I just don't think his body's able to keep up.
He's put on weight though.
Watch him though. Watch him now. World Cup's what? How many months away?
Yeah.
6,
You-
7.
I
A
think
lot
he's
of
still-
dons.
Yeah.
A lot of dons
World
that
Cup.
have not been trying.
Let him stay fit for the
They're gonna
World Cup.
become fit.
Hey,
Watch Neymar. Watch. He's gonna wake up this summer. You're gonna be thinking,
Yeah.
oh,
this could have been the most important World Cup of our lifetime for certain players, for a lot of players. Like
it's
Van Dijk.
Neymar,
Yeah.
Hazard.
Neymar Hazard needs one.
It's all the guys that behind Ronaldo and
Yeah,
Messi.
the
Their
ones that
generation.
missed out because of
Yeah.
Ronaldo and Messi.
That
This is
generation.
where you
This
get
is
kind
their
of-
most
Who else is a
important.
big
Almost
World Cup
save
for?
it.
The Germans have won.
Salah and them, man. Salah Mane, they need at least reasonable World Cups.
Ideally, they need big performances.
England, it's a good chance for you to win. France men have won, so they come. They
What
don't
was
even
one?
win.
It's fine. It could be big for. It could be big for the likes of Sterling, English boys.
It's basically.
Hey, sorry, De Bruyne, Hazard, De Bruyne,
That,
Bruyne.
yeah, the
Neymar.
Belgian
The Belgian man,
generation.
they
This is
need-
their final
Belgium and
Yeah,
attempt.
Brazil.
they're
Belgium
not
and
doing
Brazil.
They're not doing it though.
And I feel like that Belgium team, it does kind of deserve to get something.
Yeah.
It would have been a Euros, but
It's been a
a
final.
World Cup is a
Messi,
bit.
this is Messi's last chance.
Ronaldo, Messi.
No, Ronaldo's got a chance. Ronaldo and Messi have good supplementary pieces, but I know that they're Portugal, they're not winning it because Ronaldo is too big of an influence to drop. And if you really want to play a certain type of football, that Portugal have flourished,
You think that'll still be the case come the World Cup?
it's too big to drop. His name's Ronaldo and he's
Do
captain.
Portugal have any other strikers at the minute? I'm
And
sure
De
he's
Silva.
so far. But I've never really rated him. if I'm being honest.
They've got big numbers this season, and they're putting in a new work harder.
And then you got Jota.
And you got João Felix.
Yeah,
King
Felix.
Felix.
Yeah.
But he's a
You
fool
got Poland, you got Neto.
I feel like he didn't really play in the Euros as much as I would.
because he's a
expect.
fool. I don't know why he went to Simeone.
It's
He's an
another-
offensive
yeah.
player. He went to
Yeah.
Simeone to do what?
to bench.
To do what? What are you doing?
He's killing him out there. 'Cause he looked. Who did Atletico have in? Was it Man United in the Champions
Yeah.
League?
He played well.
He looked good.
He played well in that first
He
day.
looked good.
You know, Felix surprised me because he can score goals in all types of ways. Like, he's good with his head, he's good with his
Yeah.
both feet.